Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome. It's good to see everyone here this morning. Thank you all for being with us. My name is Mary Grant, and I'm the president of the Massachusetts College of Art and Design, and I'm also the chair of the Campus Compact National Board of Directors, and it is a privilege to welcome all of you this morning and to kick off today's programming, which I know will be rich and engaging. I hope that you all had a great day yesterday and you found it to be fulfilling and that you had time to connect with one another, to learn from each other, to develop new partnerships, maybe even catch a partial solar eclipse. I don't know if you had a chance to do that. And to all the South Carolina and Yukon fans in the room, congratulations, congratulations. And I hope that when you all leave here, that you're able to take new ideas along with you, as well as new friends and colleagues. We need those trusted friends. We need those wise colleagues, those fellow travelers, particularly at this time. And we need to continue to lift up not only the work, but one another. Too much is at stake if we do not do that. I've had a long history with Campus Compact, 20 years to be exact. And no, I didn't start when I was a student. You can just skip right over that. That's nearly half of Campus Compact's history. I served as the chair of the Massachusetts Board of Campus Compact. I was a member of the Executive Committee of Chancellors in North Carolina, and a partner when I led the Kennedy Institute for the United States Senate. And now I have the privilege to chair this national board, and over the last 2 decades, I have met some of the most engaged educators, powerful advocates, community partners, inspiring students, passionate leaders, and practitioners and movement makers. There have been different challenges along the way and approaches to how we do our work, and I can tell you, based on many years now, I have never been more optimistic and more gratified about the work that is happening. The role, the necessity, the place and space of Campus Compact is key, and I'm so grateful to all of you who are doing this important work and the ways in which we are doing it together in partnership. As the words of the day are, now is indeed the moment, and I would say that moment must lead to a movement. Before we go too far into the program, I do want to extend some thanks. I want to thank the entire team from Campus Compact for their tireless work in putting together this day and all the days leading up to it. Could we please have a round of applause? And I also want to thank all the good folks at the Hilton who have fed us, cared for us, nurtured us, taken care of us. Thank you. Yesterday in the plenary session with Sharon Davies, president of the Kettering Foundation, and Maria Teresa Kumar, president of Voto Latino, we were reminded about deliberate efforts underway to actively undermine our democracy, to intentionally divide, discourage, and disempower. This is not something we are unfamiliar with. We are seeing this in our own communities and on our own campuses in some cases. And we know that our response must be to double down on creating intentional spaces for rich, informed, honest, and factual dialogue. We have to ensure that our students have the civic knowledge and the civic skills to be engaged, to stay engaged, and to be solutions-oriented. Civic engagement is, after all, essential to a democratic society. Sharon reminded us yesterday that to successfully push back on these efforts, the greatest tool that we have is the power of we. And Maria talked about how the hard work necessary to help the next generation of leaders, our students, is to help them believe that systems do indeed work. We have a lot of work to do, and there is no doubt in my mind that the strength of Campus Compact is to do that work together by partnering and collaborating, to be the we that Sharon urged us to be. And that is really the only way to go. And as we renew and refresh our strategic plan, as Bobby mentioned yesterday, we really do want your input into that. The work ahead for Campus Compact is so important, and some of the areas in which we will be prioritizing are to continue to value and center place-based work, building on the essential roles of colleges and universities as anchors, as stewards of this work. We are going to invest strategic time and resources and energy into public policy and advocacy. As a national organization, Campus Compact has an important opportunity to have a real impact in developing new partnerships with federal agencies and new opportunities for our campuses to engage and benefit from that work. We must work together for the renewal of national and public service. This is so important. We have to work hard to increase funding for AmeriCorps, to maintain membership and increase minimum living allowances, and supporting the bipartisan Building Civic Bridges Act. We can do this work together as the we. And we must ensure that our students are at the center of everything that we do. Our students are why we get up in the morning to do this work. It is their voices we need to listen to. They give us so much hope and remind us of how important this work is and what an awesome opportunity and responsibility we all have. I lead an art and design college. Last year, MassArt celebrated its 150th birthday. That's a pretty big number in higher education. We like our numbers in higher ed. And we are the only freestanding, independent, state-funded art and design college in the country. In the country. Think about that. Every day I'm inspired by the way artists and designers, thank you. Every day I'm inspired by the way artists and designers approach problems, bringing creative perspective and empathy to their work and a wonderful ability to draw others into the process with them, leading to engagement in ways of being in community that opens up dialogue and helps to build bridges at a time, as Sharon noted, there is more interest in building walls. And by the way, I have yet to meet an artist or designer when confronted with a literal wall that will not figure out how to get over it, through it, under it, or repurpose the materials for another project. They are amazing. In the midst of the challenges, there are promising practices to share, and that's what we've been doing, and building stronger networks to carry back with us home when we leave here. And I want to share something with all of you. You may have seen this too. It really both sobered me and heartened me at the same time. The editorial boards at 7 independent student newspapers in Kentucky, including the College Heights Herald, the Eastern Progress, the Murray State News, the Louisville Cardinal, the Northerner, the Thoroughbred News, and the Kentucky Kernel, came together to write and share a joint editorial regarding the legislative attacks in Kentucky on DEI. It's a powerful, well-done piece. The student journalists and civic leaders noted, and I quote, "If Kentucky is to be the future, our lawmakers should draw in the leaders of the future, not scare them away. Universities are where key learning and foundational work happens, and Kentucky universities must be the place for Kentucky leaders." These are the words of our students. And I would add to those words, they must also not discourage, divide, or disempower the very students who need access to our institutions to continue the liberating work of education and civic engagement to enrich their futures and all of our futures. These students in Kentucky are all of our students. They step forward to lift their voices, to speak out, to take action, reminding us that our students are indeed at the heart of everything that we do, and they do not want to lose ground, they do not want to lose their rights, they do not want to be fighting the challenges that are looking to divide us. They want to focus their energy on the challenges that unite us, and there are plenty of those challenges as well. Working in close partnership with our students every day are the extraordinary faculty and staff on our campuses. And they do that work day in and day out. And I want to thank all of you who are here, who do that with such brilliance and optimism and looking to the future for the work that you do with our students day in and day out. It is joyous work, it is challenging work, it is sometimes exhausting, but I couldn't imagine doing better work. So thank you to all who are here who do that work every day.